I'm excited for this.
Yo,
Oh,
yo.
oh snap! You gotta kiss the ring. You
No,
gotta
this
kiss
I
the
got a
ring.
crown on that finger for a reason. You get me? What
That's
was
all
I
the
gonna
hard
say?
work you do here.
Sorry, I'll try to because the time delay. When I watch the recording back, sometimes it looks like we're proper don't like each other, but we do. I think we do.
I'm just
There's only love
yeah,
for me.
guys. Yeah, this is not an open mic, guys. I gotta just remind people this is not an open mic. This is an interview with Justar. This is not an open mic because people are already requesting it, and I have to make this very clear. If you want to join the open mic, I already made the announcements. If you guys just coming in, um, Original Thought and Unraveled Influence will be hosting the open mic moving forward now every Friday at 10. So it'll be myself and Rainer. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be one big party. And that's thanks to Valerie. I just want to say, Valerie, thank you for saying yes. And thank you for helping us build this bridge together. So I just have to let it be known. This is just an interview with Justar. This is not an open mic. Open mic starts at 10 p.m. But anyway, how are you, Justar? Tell us, what makes you happy?
Doing this stuff, being creative. Another day in paradise.
Yes, yes. Another day in
Always.
paradise. Did you sleep okay?
I actually slept for the first time in a while. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, this is mad. Meeting you guys at such a time where I'm actually a bit more human, even though like I've been tired in that as well. Like it's 10 o'clock and I'm meeting you. I'm normally meeting you at 3 o'clock in the morning, where I'm like, Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. It's kind of bright in here. I'm sorry, my wife has the curtain open. But anyway, also, so let's get right to it. I guess first question I would ask, how did this all start for you as far as the poetry, the art? Tell me about it. What's the inspiration behind it? How did it all start? Talk to us.
Talk to me. Well, basically, like I do art in it. I don't know if anyone that's not seen me before don't know who I am. I do art in it. That's my motto. But like literally, I do art in it. Like from Play-Doh and crayons. Like I'm not even joking. Like I've literally been doing art because I've always wanted to like find a way to express myself. And art's just I don't choose to do art. It chose me. I can't not do it. So I do art, and like I used to do poetry and that as well. Like when I was younger, but never share it with anyone. It was like kind of like just a little thing that I did. And then it was only like a couple of years ago that I came on the platform as a poet because I had my art obviously, and then realized, oh yeah, I'm not too bad at this. And then I found like and then started meeting you guys and vibing and doing the obviously I've been doing the platform as well for a couple of years, and so yeah.
That is amazing. Wow, damn. I like that what you said. You didn't choose it, it chose you. Like, can you talk to me about the whole it choosing you? Like, it just showed up like that. Like, talk to me about
I just
that.
can't not do art in it. Like recently, I've had a little bit of a block. But even when I say that, as soon as I say it, I'm like, "But I actually did do that, and I actually did do this, and like, I did do that as well." And then I've been doing like obviously poetry. Because to me as well, like people they separate things, and like they will say to me, "Oh, well, I can't draw." I'm like, "Yo, art is there's a lot more to art than drawing. Like everything that you do." And people say, "Oh, as well." Like when I first went to uni, like, "Well, what are you gonna do with art?" Look around you. Everything you're sitting on, looking at, watching, being like brainwashed by it. It's all creative. It's all art. Like literally every single thing. Or your phone, everything's been designed. It's all art. So I'm like, what am I not going to do with art? Plus, I'm happy.
Wow.
I like doing art. I wouldn't like.
But you know what's funny? But even art is also poetic too at the same time. So I would say if poetry is art, that means art is also poetic. Do you agree? Do you
But it's
disagree?
all art. And to me, it's all creative. Like if you're expressing yourself, it's all creative. Like I was like quite sick early on in the year, like as in like physically like immobile to a certain extent. So I wasn't able to like do as much moving around. So I went more into my poetry because I needed to express myself. I needed some way, like some outlet. So then like my pen was the only thing I could literally pick up. So I was doing that.
Okay. So can you talk to me about the first time you picked up and just started painting? Like, can you talk to me about that first time ever? Like, can you describe what that was like?
What do you mean?
I know it probably sounds like a weird question, but I like to dissect things, if you don't mind.
Sorry, I was getting a message at the same time. Someone's saying that it's not working properly, but I've just sent them the thing again. I swear they were just in here anyway. Say that again, sorry? Sorry.
No, no. I wanted to ask you about the very first time you picked up a pencil or a paintbrush or whatever. Like, can you describe to me that very first time? I know that's a weird question to
Well, yeah.
ask, but I like to dissect stuff like this. So I was wondering, can you
Okay.
describe me the first time you did your first thing,
I
the
wouldn't be able to
paintbrush,
remember it.
the art,
It's
like,
too far ago because obviously, like, I'm not joking. When I say like I've been doing it since Play-Doh and Jumbo Cranes, I ain't joking. Like, I've been like, I've been that kid that always like bringing shit back that my mum didn't want, like, and my mum's always been telling me like, oh, when you gonna get a real job? When you gonna like stop chasing your hobby? Like, never. I do what in it? You get me? It ain't never gonna happen. And like, as well, I'm one of the people like I've worked enough jobs. I've got my degree. I've got all my qualifications in art. Yeah, I did that for everyone else to prove to everyone else a bit of paper that I do art because I know I do art. Like, you know what I mean? So. And then I've got to the stage where I'm not making anyone else's dreams come true. If I'm not making my own dream come true, then I'm gonna try at least. I'm not gonna just keep working for someone else and then be like, never make my stuff come true.
woo,
Absolutely. Andy, I'm gonna
preaching to me right now, sister. Wow.
It's true. And if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. You get me? And like, I get to be in galleries. I get to like work with different people. I get to meet different people. I work with a lot of like different like organizations and stuff. And like half the time I don't get paid. I'm not, but it's vibes. And one day I'm gonna make it bigger. Come.
Andy, I wanted to jump in, because I wanted to ask to start this question because when it comes to that, like you said, art chose you. When it comes to your creative process, do you have kind of like a meaning or a mission in mind when you go to create an art concept, or does it just kind of come out as you're designing it? Can you talk about your process at all?
It depends what it's for, I suppose.
Well, what if it's for you?
Yeah, well, that's a good point as well, because when it's commissions and that, like the anxiety, the stress levels and that, like I never know. One of the hardest things to do, is like put the paintbrush down, put the pencil down, wherever it is. I do textiles, do everything. Yeah, that's why I say do art. And like, see some of my art on Tuesday, like I really do art. This is really my life here. Like, and sometimes it's finishing it, like especially with painting. I do find it the worst for painting. Yeah, like finishing a painting, like it's one of the hardest things to do. Yeah, no one to stop, like literally. So I don't know. It's just can't remember my whole point now. No, I'm really good at answering questions. Can you tell me?
No, Justar, my eyes bugged out completely. Knowing when to stop, knowing when, because I'm not I wish I could say I'm an artist. I know you're an artist, but I scribble, I scrabble, and like
everyone's an artist.
Okay, for sure. I'm an artist, sure, but again, it's like you go one more pencil line and then you fucking ruin it. So yeah, how do you determine when you're done?
Well, that's true. Yeah, because I do a lot of portraits, like a little plug. I do commissions, guys. Like I need to get some more in as well, because like I've not been pushing them as much recently. But I do like just commissions, portraits for like you and you and your kid or your whatever, like your partner, and then like if you literally have one tiny little line that is not in place, the person don't look like the person. And as soon as you adjust one tiny little, that's why it's called mark making. People don't like art is mark making, and that's why it's when they say to people like they say, oh, draw, it's mark making. You can mark make on the window with the condensation. You've done art. Mark making is art. Like express yourself.
Amen. You have. Yeah, no, go ahead, because I'm just trying to listen to everything she says, and it's so. It's like at the end of the day, like the whole expression thing is so true. Like, because when you express yourself, when you're just in the moment, you don't even know what's gonna come out, but it just comes out, and it's like when you see the ending result after it's finally finished, you're like, wow, I can't believe I did that. So that's always inspiring.
Someone just messaged me as well. Yeah, like it depends what you're working on as well. We'll get back to it. Someone just messaged me, sending me a picture saying that it says that the video is not working. And it says we're having trouble loading this video. So I wondered if anyone else watching is having the same issue.
I see you fine. I mean, you're very blurry on your end, Angela. You're just you're like skipping here and there, but I hear you guys fine. It's just you're just very blurry. That's all.
I don't know why.
That's Instagram afternoon for you.
It is. There's a lot of trouble going out there in the Instagram universe, but I thought you were going to say
it never works properly.
Sunny. I just said I'm too sunny, like there's glare coming off of my glasses. But Justar, let's do this. What's art to you, Justar?
My life, innit?
Art.
My life.
Sure. Talk about that. You are living proof of that. What do you mean?
That's my life. Like art's like to me, like that's why you guys probably ain't seen some of my events that I do on Facebook and Zoom and stuff, like about inspiring the kids, called Justars, inspiring creativity, and like I get different people to jump on, get people like actors, poets, dancers, you name it, get teachers, get people that even are in higher like the actual forming the courses and stuff in like learning organizations, and I get kids on there as well. I even get little kids being my presenters. On my last little presenter, she was a little GM, a little 10-year-old, like she was a little GM, my friend's little goddaughter. And like, because kids need to see that, yo, you can express yourself, you can do this, you can do that, like, you know, and we'll show you how. So then people jump on, they show them little things, and then we just express yourself. I'm all about just expressing yourself, and that's why you can't shut me up, because I was shut up as a kid and it ain't about to happen now, you get me? So yeah.
Makes sense.
I love that connection that you said that you have with the future generation. I'll just call it that, because again, sometimes, you know, as we are growing in this future technology universe, you know, we forget about the qualities that art really brings to us. So I don't know what it's like over in your neck of the woods, but I definitely know here, as far as our public education system goes, you know, funding tends to fall away from art programs and things like that. Can you talk about like your experience as a child? Did you have, or did it just like, again, are you self-made? But again, you have the education, you have the degrees. Talk about your
I'm like £50,000 in debt because of my degree and stuff, you know, like I did it just I literally did it to prove to, like, my mom kept saying, when are you gonna get a proper job, when are you gonna stop chasing art? Never, because that's what I do. So then I got the piece of paper saying, boom, that's what I do, you know what I mean? So sick of people saying that, what are you gonna do with art? I want to get a degree, and what have you done? Like, where's your degree? Like, you know what I mean? You know, and because I do art in it. That's what I say. Like, I don't even know. Like, I have no, you know, I'm really good at these answers, and I'd be like, it's because literally this is just my life. Like, you know, upstairs my house is like a studio. Downstairs, it's a normal house. Yeah, but like, this is my life. You know, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Amen. Amen to that. See, like you know, it's funny because everything you're saying, I'm learning now in this time in this season in my life, where like you were saying how you pretty much, you got a degree, but you got to just to prove a point. And yeah, it put me in debt, but it proved that, hey, you know what? But at least I could say I have that, if that makes sense, because you worked hard
my mom, just to
for that. Some people, yeah, but you know, it's crazy though, because like for me growing up, you know, I always felt like I had a lot to prove. So yeah, I got an engineering degree, and then my minor was liberal arts, but I didn't feel like it got me anywhere. But at least I can say, yeah, no, I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna let my mental health determine me living a certain lifestyle just so I can live up to a certain standard. And it's like, again, I always felt like I had something to prove, and I love the fact that what you said, it resonates with me with the fact that, yeah, I'm not in the engineering field or anything like that. The fact that I got that degree, but you know what, just the fact that I put in all those hours, all that hard work just to get that. To some people, they're looking at it as, oh no, it's just a piece of paper. No, it's not just a piece of paper.
Well, it's just a bit of paper, but it also, you know, it does still mean a lot. Like, no one came for my graduation, homie. I was on my own. I went on the bus on my own. You get me? Yeah, like, it was one of the shittiest days of my life. So, you know, as well, it wasn't even like, you know, I've got a fanfare, like, oh, you don't, like, you know, but it's still to just be like, shut your mouth now, because would you, like, you know, and I do art in it. I got to do art at uni for a couple of years, you know, so it was blessed. But I didn't really go to uni that much, just partied hard.
Justar, to me, you seem, I mean, not just seem, you are an example of somebody who is just incredibly strong, just a pillar of strength. And it seems like you come from a place where you've had to kind of develop that. Where did you find your voice, this voice of ferocity?
Well, I don't think I'm as strong as I look.
Question.
I appreciate that, but you know, I've been cracking up lately, if I'm honest. Like, you know, life be lifing, but I keep trying because I come from my grandma, and that gives me strength. Like, obviously, I met you guys after my grandma passed, and she passed last year, and like, I'll always talk about it. Sorry for people that, you know, get bored of me talking about it, but it's never gonna stop. And like, my grandma was like my G. That's why, you know, so knowing that, like, the strength that she had, like, my grandma, she was always on her own. My grandma looked after everybody, like, she did everything for everyone, and like, I come from her, so how am I gonna disrespect myself and, like, you know, not value like what I've got? So, you know, I have to remind myself and tip my head back up, because a lot of the times I struggle, but at the same time, helping other people, and even like doing my shows and stuff and connecting with people. I know you say, oh, we're just doing poetry, but now, man, like, we're connecting, we're vibing, we're talking about things, and like, just even doing them things on days when I don't even want to get out of bed myself helps me. So it ain't even like, it's selfish almost. It ain't even, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Andy, did you have a response to that?
No, I'm just really trying to embrace everything she's saying. And as far as like you were saying about your grandma, that's kind of how I feel about my dad. Like, it was interesting because I learned about my father more after he passed away. But I felt like if there was anything I heard from him, was definitely the poetry, because I feel like once he passed away, there's certain I feel like that inspiration part of him went into me, and I just started writing. It's like I haven't stopped since. But there's always that thing I can go point back to, because when I was helping my mom move from a 2-bedroom to a 1-bedroom apartment, and I came across his pieces, I was looking at it, and even though in Spanish, but I kind of understand the majority of Spanish, I was like, wow, like I didn't realize how much hurt my father actually had, because my father came from a time where no one really talked about it.
Yeah.
He was kind of to shush, not really supposed to talk about those things. But he always wrote it down and then had it put away kind of thing. So he never published nothing, even though he used to write songs for like artists and stuff. But he was pretty much a composer, and that was like his side hustle. But like I didn't realize how much hurt he had until after he passed away, and I saw his pieces and stuff. And I'm just like, wow, like it all makes sense. It's just the legacy he leaves behind. It's like that's what I want, and I know that's what you want too. Like once we pass on, we got something to leave behind, and the people that come after us be like, wow, look what Justar did. Well, look what Angela did. Look what I did. Look what everybody else did. You know, and I think that's what it's all about, just leaving that legacy behind. And with that being said, what does that mean to you? What does legacy mean to you, and what impact are you hoping to leave behind as far as like the message you send and stuff like that?
I don't really think that deep about it, to be honest. I just want to be a good person, you know, and just like hopefully that's it. I look, Lani, your next connection's real bad. I don't know. Is anyone else complaining about connection? I'm getting messages complaining about connection. That's why, sorry, I'm trying to listen and I'm getting messages of people. It's very hard to do all these things at once. Sorry. Is anyone else having a problem? Because I keep getting sent pictures of it saying, saying it's not good.
Oh, I see you perfectly fine.
Anyone else in the comments?
Wait, so that's weird. Hold
I don't know if you need
on.
to reload the
That's
screen.
weird because I see
so many messages and I'm trying to bloody concentrate and it's getting annoying trying to concentrate.
All right, guys. Okay, because I'm getting a lot of requests here and I feel bad. It's not an open mic. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm
thank
not
you.
having any issues on my
I mean, I
as far as hearing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Frozen for me, Andy. So I don't know maybe if it's between my signal and your signal because you are moving a lot for me. I can see Angela more clear, but it's a bit blurry. But I don't know because I don't control the Instagram. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate and get messages, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I don't control this.
Because again, it doesn't matter if we're having a great conversation if nobody can hear us. Who cares? You know what I mean? Because they want to hear what you have to say. We're here highlighting you. So thank you for letting us know. Anybody else having an issue, if it's just all of us, part of us, that would be very helpful. Let us know in the chat, for sure, because it's important that we have Justar's message out there for all y'all.
Yeah. Actually, all right, no, you go ahead, Angela. I'm gonna go check something on my phone while you're doing your thing.
No worries.
Sorry, guys.
I don't know, Justar, if this would be a good time. I know while we're kind of tweaking some stuff technology wise, would you be willing to kind of give people a taste of some of your, you know, because you first of all, let me rewind a second because I have a question for you. How do you fucking do it all? Because I swear,
do what? You cut out it with it. Funny if you actually cut out it.
How do you do it all? Because you're everywhere. I see you always supporting people, then also putting yourself out there, sharing your art. Plus,
I don't have a life. I don't have a life.
Well, I mean, I would say you are just inspiring us all with all of the work that you do. This might be an opportunity for you to kind of give us a little bit of a taste of that, because again, Andy asked a very beautiful question that I really liked that he asked, and that's what's your message? And every time I hear you kind of spit your work out there, there is a bold, real, hardcore message that's always just tied up throughout there lyrically. So I know our fans definitely want to hear you. I would love to hear you. Andy, are we good to go on that?
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. I see you guys perfectly fine, and when I go on the, on my other phone, it looks fine to me. So I guess some people just have.
Yeah, sorry guys, I tried. Like for people messaging me, it's not me, and stop distracting me because I'm trying. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I could always, because at least I can save this live and then restart the live and see if it makes a difference. But I don't know.
You tell me. Because you are a bit blurred, but I don't know if anyone else is your live in it. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it helps, but sometimes it's just. Sometimes it looks blurry. Then when I watch it back, it's not blurry at all. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Instagram gotta do that. I definitely agree.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, like I don't know why I won't. It's not my show. I'm just honored to be here. Like, thank you guys for even having me. You know, we always vibe. Since I met you guys, we've been vibing. So I'm down with the program.
Well,
awesome.
We've been dying to have you on for sure. as Andy would say, kiss the ring, of course. We'd love to kiss your ring because you are just incredible. Like, I think Andy and I, we definitely credit you as somebody who kind of gave us kind of like the next, I'd call it the third heat, so to speak. Once we kind of connected with you guys, we really started to really get into a whole new groove and grind. So we credit your exposure,
it's all about
your
connecting,
community.
networking. Yeah, man. Gang,
Absolutely,
gang.
it felt like
It's all about
like
gang,
I said,
gang.
it's all about exactly the gang. Actually, we got Queen Marat Rogers in the building.
We're making moves.
I know we're building the bridge,
Yo.
and we have transpo going from both sides now. Like we are making it happen, and that's really because of your work that you do.
So we pretty much merged both our open mics starting tonight, so that's gonna be fun with Rainer. I can't wait, man.
What
Like
time's that
Unraveled and Origin's gonna be fun now.
What time's that on, Andy?
Wait, say that again.
What
What?
time's that on with Rainier?
Oh no, it's at 10 o'clock. So instead of me, pretty much instead of Unraveled having our own separate live and having Origin of Thought separate, you know, having our lives. So we're doing it together. So pretty much moving forward, me and Rainer are gonna host the open mics, but he's gonna be on Origin of Thought and I'm gonna be using Unraveled, and we're gonna be hosting it together.
That makes
so
sense.
that's why earlier I was saying thank you, Valerie, for saying yes, and thank you, Valerie, for like again, we just built our first bridge, so I'm happy. Like that's what it'll come down.
Go keep building. All right.
Because again, instead of
give us a piece.
competition, we're building that community together. There's no reason to be having two open mics at the same time when we all love to hear each other. So, all right, here we go. We got Justar right now for everybody here tonight.
I want to read some stuff that you don't not heard before. So, all right, let me try this one. You know, I'll have to come off the camera. I need to take off bracelet because I was going to keep annoying me. All right, guys, big up, gang. Sorry if anyone's trying to join that can't join, but all right. Saturday night quickly becomes Tuesday morning. Saboteur calling, drop by drop. Inhibitions lost. Liquid curse, the worst first. Locked in a spell, caged, enslaved. Drowning feelings, lips transfixed, fantasizing over the next sip. Sealing torment, go, swig, pure poison. Taming feelings for -1 second. Twist perceptions, self-medication, make it a double again. Swirling the glass, refracting the past, sipping down fears, gulping each tear, seeing doubly unclear. Spilling into reality. Endless glasses, temporary plasters, human beings, a disaster. The scent of an outcaster, washed out, weathered, tethered to the spirits, neat, broken, stuck on repeat, broken, stuck on repeat. Dominating droplets, solidifying disappointment, disguising delusions, bound to escaping memories, realities, heart bleeds. Temptations calling, feelings avoiding, decaying the soul within. Dry spells, saturate sadness. Waterfalls can't absorb torrential rainfalls. Anchored by what they did, trying to drown with armbands and full lungs, lost at sea on the island, suffocating above sea, swimming on dry land, constricted consistently constricted, restricted, consumed, reminiscent of a different being, functioning, human, seeing, raising glasses to failures, topping up tales of yesterday, toasting to empty sentences, shoulda, woulda, coulda, reset reality, persistently parched, bittersweet heart, saboteur, let me be. Uncuff me, please, leave. Chained, empty sleeve, heart clear to see. Rejecting facts, life, reality. Fill me with another glass of escapism. Replace the rigmarole of mental turmoil. Blind me with diluted dreams and hangover promises. Anything to overfill this endless emptiness.
Wow. Andy, we said one together at the same time. That's what I mean. Andy, you gotta pick up the mic here, because again, that's the quality that Justar always brings. And again, thank you for bringing us something that, oh my gosh. Go for it, Andy.
Yeah, I love. So talk to us about that piece. What is that piece? Pretty much talk. Yeah, so talk to us about that piece and what inspired that piece.
I think it kind of speaks for itself, really. Like, saboteur calling, everyone's got a saboteur, like, at some point, whatever it may be, you know. Liquid curse, the worst first.
What I love about the way you work, it really is almost like a musical construction. We lost, but we'll keep talking. We'll bring it back. But it's what I love about Justar's work. It's more of like a very lyrical construction. It is built on how it sounds, but the message is not lost. I mean, sometimes you write for rhyme and write for meter, but the message gets lost. But that's not how Justar works. You play around with that. That I call it the tickling of the eardrums, and yet it's beats into your skull. What is the message? It beats into your stomach, it beats into your gut, it beats into your soul. And like you said, it is self-explanatory for sure. Did you have a specific saboteur that you were writing towards, or are you just speaking in generalities?
Yeah, just in general, like, you know, I just like to play words. That's an old piece as well. That's like a couple of years old, you know. I just wanted to do some pieces that I've not done for a while, you know, mix it up a little bit. Like,
Absolutely.
literally just throw a dart at some pieces and see.
No, that makes sense. Makes sense. Wow. No, this has just been wow.
So do you tend to write for more of like a general audience as opposed to more of like a autobiographical when it comes to poetry?
Yeah, like sometimes I got like another page where I like to play with words. Just sometimes I'll pick a subject and then I'll just like play with it, like go on a roll. And like I like rapping that in it, so I like to just, you know, mess around with like words, and then I'll like include like certain things that like lyrics from other people, like quote people, but I always make sure I put them in it too. So you have to listen carefully to know, like, I've never just take a lyric and not put the person in, just, you know, with it as well. But then a lot of it though, yeah, is obviously biographical, like. So yeah, sorry, I'm getting messages that are still just stupid and confusing me. Anyway, yeah.
Are they saying it's still bad?
Sense.
Bad connection still?
Yeah, it's all right. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Like they're saying, they think that that someone's blocked or that's in here, and it's just like there's only a couple of people in it, so I don't know what they're talking about. It's annoying. Anyway, drama. Don't need it.
No, go ahead, because now I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, sorry, that's what keeps happening to me. I'm so sorry. This is so rude. Like, you know what I mean? Trying to flip a question.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so see, at least this is like, you know, this is the second time this has happened too, right? Because we went live. Yeah. Last week we went live to a person who's been blacklisted. I'm not mentioning names, and we just had a lot of connections issues, so I apologize for that. I think it looks like around this time frame it's just not good. Maybe there's too much traffic. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it was very.
But anyway, show us
last week. Yeah, like we just couldn't even stay on though. Like we just couldn't even stay on together.
Yeah, at least we're able to stay on. Yeah. All right. So read us. If you don't mind sharing us another piece, I would love to hear another piece.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure what I'm going to share, but I'll try. Or you want to give me a number?
All right. 6.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I was going to say between what numbers?
Oh, that's a good point actually. Well, luckily that works. All right, cool.
Like 2,395.8.
How did you know that was the exact number, Angela?
Yeah.
No, she was half off. It wasn't 0.8. It was 0.9, but it was close.
Oh, damn.
All right.
Oh my God, that's that. What is it in life? The answer is math.
Oh, the answer to life is pi.
Oh no, but Angela says the answer is math. I don't know. That's what Angela keeps saying, though.
All right. Okay, this one is another old school one as well. So, big up. Excuse me, sorry. All right. I treat strangers at the bus stop with more respect. See them as human beings. Maybe you miss me, like I mean less than. Overload the donkey when it suits the scene. Proper ass, you clearly see. Redundant, now the job is complete. Yeah, I'm okay, thanks for never checking on me. Still poisoning with that toxic energy you can't see. Pushing us all apart, at least act like you care. Step in for 1 minute. I could paint the world of gold and turn the clouds into chandeliers. You'd still doubt it. Do you remember my name? Maybe my phone number once you don't need me anymore. Instead, you always manage to make things worse. Each time I think it can't get better, you do it again. Even when I'm winning, I lose. I will never be good enough for you. Use for bragging credits when you never once cared about what I did. Constantly treating me less than. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. Ask me a question rather than tell me what you think you know. The last time I will ever have you. Never again will I be there. Maybe you knew it wasn't for you. I just cared. Something my G might instilled in me. Must skip a generation. Last time my bubbles will be burst or energy depleted so unnecessarily. Drain my personality, make me an angry person. Constantly hearing evil words filled with venom. Maybe if I deserved them, I'd feel differently. But you never even let me finish a sentence or ask me a question. Just automatically look down and assume the worst of me. Thanks for fake loving me when you needed it. Now tell your friends how I wasn't there for you. I'm meant to mean something. Apparently not. You are supposed to love me. Maybe show me you care. Luckily, I don't expect miracles. Everyone continues to run circles around you. See how long that lasts, Wolf. Here's to the next century of peace. Despite the pure love I feel for you, there's no point. Lots of love. The one you've never seen.
Woo! Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. There's one line that says, fake loving me, tell your friends I wasn't there for you. Like, that really rocked me just now, because I know exactly what that is. I know exactly how that feels like when you don't know you can, and then all it takes is one thing, one fallout, one whatever, and then all of a sudden, oh, I was never there for you. Like, I'll give you an example. So yeah, when you were having your issues with your boyfriend, yeah, I was the one you called, right? I was the guy in the friend zone. I was the guy that, you know, that I would wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, go to your house to make sure you're okay. I say, hey, I'll go to 7-Eleven, get some hot chocolate, we talk. That was all good, but then one disagreement, one whatever, all of a sudden now, oh, I had a fake love now. Oh, all of a sudden I was never there for you. I wasn't a good friend, right? Like,
in it, like.
Wait, say that again. That what?
I was taking a piss saying, what's your phone number again? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who are you again? Like, all of a sudden now you're not needed. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, now all of a sudden, oh, I was never there for you. Oh, all of a sudden, oh, I'm nobody to you, right? Or the worst part is when they're doing better than you, let's say, and it's like they forget that oh, but you wasn't always
doing better than nobody out here, brethren. Come on now with that talk. Take that sentence out your mouth.
No, but what I'm saying is, you know, like they're in a different place in their life. Like, let's say, for example, okay, they were a cashier and then they become like an operations manager or something. And all of a sudden, oh, now you forget that you were here at one point. You up here.
Go to the toilet and do the same thing. You know, they be doing, but you do too. We all do. We all do.
See, but the thing is, I always try not to forget where I came from. I think but the problem is when our friendship was different and all of a sudden now it's become something else, you forget where our friendship started. And I think that's where people sometimes get it twisted. But then, like I said, one disagreement, one wrong thing happens. It could be like something so small can get so big. And then all of a sudden, oh, now I fake loved you type thing. Or you know, vice versa. And it's just like, damn, you know. But like, what, I guess that's, I don't know. I guess when that sentence, that's what it reminded me of.
I feel that here.
Can you talk to me about this? Yeah, I mean, can you talk to me about this piece in your perspective? Like, what was going through your mind when you wrote this?
Well,
what was it? Well, like,
I'll
what?
Keep it real. It's about my mom because she's ridiculous. It's about my mom.
Okay.
My mom don't remember my phone number until she needs me. Like, you know, when my grandma was dying, like I was there, but I was already there anyway. Like, but me and my mom, we fell out for a little bit before that. Then, like, even just when my brother was dying recently, thank God he didn't. Like, it's all right. Like, I remember my phone number. I actually, funny enough, I rang my mom earlier on and she's, what do you want? I said, I don't know, I just thought I'd ring because you're my mom. I ain't spoken to you for about 3 weeks. Hi. Don't know. So yeah, the one you never seen. Lots of love. You know, I'm sure.
How did you feel after you finished that piece? Like, did you feel like a sense of vindication because what you have to say is very important? Have you been able to say that to your family member? Like, you?
Nah, my mom don't care about my creativity. Like, she don't give a shit. That's the thing. She don't care about nothing. She never supports anything. And that's even in the poem as well. Because as soon as I'm in a gallery, because I've been in loads of galleries, yeah. Like, then she wants to tell her friends I'm in a gallery, but you told me not to do this. You keep telling me not to do this. You don't support nothing I do. You don't care about nothing I do. You don't want to listen to nothing I do. But as soon as I'm in a gallery, you want to brag about it like you give a shit, like you was there for me. You know what I mean?
Oh, so pretty much when it's convenient for her, that's when she want to be like, yeah, that's my girl. Yeah, but when it's like, whatever, then all of a sudden,
and when you can, you know, you'd be like, oh, look. And it's like, well, hello, I'm over here. You're telling everyone else, but could you tell me something? Like, hello? My mom ain't even got her phone number saved in my phone as a name. She's just got a phone number. I swear my life. Because And I call it by name a lot of the time, because you need to be a mum to get that name from me. Because if you ain't a mum to me, I want to call you by your name because that's your name. I can be a real virgin.
Yeah. But there's that validation that's like that. Like the one person I should be having myself, you know, that should always be supportive of me is the same person that's not. Oh man,
man. Like it's because
that's crazy. Why is it just always
ruin it? Like grandma there, like grandma be like, oh, that's lovely. Not give a clue what's going on, but not really actually care that much, but just be like, oh, it's lovely, babe. Like, you know, just, you know.
Oh my God, that's crazy. You know what's crazy too? It's like, but then when you call them out on it, then they'll deny that they ever felt like that or they even said anything like that. I'm like, I promise you, that's what you said. Why are you saying you did? And they'll deny, oh, I never did that. I'm like, yes, you did.
That's why, you know, when you get to a point, it gets to a certain point in life where you just don't say it no more. You just write poetry, you just throw some paint around you and just express yourself.
I feel like as long as you stay true to yourself, then that's all that's important. It sucks that it has to be a blood family, that's the one you have to set boundaries with, even though it shouldn't, but that's what it's come down to. I remember my dad, when my grandmother died, my father was very distant towards his family. Like, and it's not the fact he wasn't hurt because she passed away. It was the bullshit that happened while she was sick and after she passed away.
Regin, I won't go into it, but trust me. You don't even know the half of it. Trust me. Yes, 100. That's exactly it. So yeah, but you know, we keep it moving. And the reason, like, I had another poem done not too long ago about like an epiphany. I had that grandma gave me this strength. I'm this person because I had to be this person. They used and abused me because, you know, grandma was a strong one. Grandma looked after everyone, and she's not here now, so they come to me. But I'm lucky then. So it's like, ah, cool. Now I get it. I look at it differently. So, you know, but I got a friend.
It seems like you're.
Which, like, I feel like it's a good time to do it now because that piece was a bit deep. Sorry, I haven't read that piece in a long time either. Yeah, like, but I wanted to read different pieces and you guys see some more other stuff and know what I want. Yeah, I'm not always speaking 100 miles an hour.
So, no, I love that because it's important. Because I want to say this too, because there are a lot of people out there that don't have traditional families, and to hear you speak on that, it gives us an opportunity to know that it's okay to be ourselves and that we don't have to find validation in a so-and-so mother or a so-and-so family
well,
member.
Look at you, so have a post about my dad, and I don't even know if you heard my latest one. I don't want to get too deep about too many things, but like, yo, I spoke to my dad after the last poem. First time in 12 years. The first time in 23 years, spoke to my dad on the phone. The first time in my life, spoke to my dad on the phone, but 5 times 23 years. And he like, so all the poems, like, you know, it's real talk, man. So anyway, yeah. No, we'll get into that dilemma another day. No, but you know, I keep it real, and that's why people I get a lot of messages, a lot of people in the background like connecting with me, telling me about the shows and the conversations, and so, you know, I'm always open to it. I'm always, you know, I keep it real, and so I appreciate the messages, and you know, you guys obviously can see that too and know what I want, because it is what it is, and a lot of people need these conversations. They like, you know, relate to it so much, and sometimes like the culture I was brought up in, it's like you're not allowed to talk about these things, that you get beat rather than be able to talk about things yet, and like doing art as well. That's why it's a bit more of a like, you know, get a proper job, make some money, and it's like, nah, man, like I'm doing what I'm doing it, and like they don't understand, like, you know, talking about it like this. Like my mom hate this shit. She like all this, and like I do hates it. That's your problem, innit? I'm changing the conversation. I'm breaking the circle. Like I'm not doing what you did. So that's why we're doing this. So, you know.
Wow. No, I get what you're saying. Like with my older brother too, like he always felt like he's not a 9-to-5 guy, so he did whatever he had to do to get to where he's at today. So he's also I believe he's an English teacher now, but he lives in Texas. But the fact is, he had to move out of New York, you know, just to get to what is. But the point is, my brother didn't allow people to tell him otherwise, you know. And opposed to me, where I allowed my fear of what people's perspective of me dictate how I lived my life, and I feel like now I'm paying the price for it. But I've learned from that, and it's made me better, you know. So I think the difference between, let's say, yourself and myself is that you didn't allow that to happen. You kept on pushing. You kept on
like saying that. So I can get both parts here, because like, you know, another thing I talk about, like because I was a recluse for a couple of years because of stuff that happened to me, yeah, and like because I was scared of judgment, I was scared of what people would think. I was like serving a prison sentence because of what happened to me. And then all of a sudden one day I did an International Women's Day thing online. I used to do loads of different other events and be part of different things, yeah. Like, and so literally first time ever, yeah, like I took the power. I told my story. So now, you know, so then from that day it changed everything. So now you would never ever, you couldn't even have told me in a million years I'll be talking about shit I'll talk about now online like it's nothing, yeah. Like when I say as well, people like think, you know, I'm talking about flippantly. Trust me, I'm not. I couldn't even say the R word before. You get me? Yeah. Like, you know, I wouldn't even say that about my mental health. I said they say I've got this. They say I've got that. But knowledge is power. I started reading books, started learning things, and then when I finally shared my story, that one day on International Women's Day changed my life. Like, because I told my story. I took the power. It's my story. Then I was like, I ain't fucking hiding no more. You know what I mean? And I swear down, like, not telling everyone, go tell everyone your shit, but one day or whatever, someday you'll find wherever's meant to be. And that was the click for me, and that changed it for me. But also it was reading books before that and learning, you know, understanding, like, but.
I hate to throw you on the spot. Do you remember any specific book that really kind of
Because as well, Andy was saying something. It's Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway is one of the books, yeah. And then there's another book called look, I've actually got it still in here somewhere, like my bookshelf's got 20 books and trying to find it. Like I'll give you the name of it, yeah, because it's really the title of it's really dramatic. Yeah, I've got so many books in there, I can't see it. It's a little book as well, yeah. Like the title's really dramatic, and I've shared. I think I might give it to one of my friends. I'm gonna find it to you before the end of the show, yeah, or on the next one, because it's a really, really good book, yeah, and it's really dramatic. It's like, oh, by the end of life, oh shit, I'll find it, yeah. But that was a small little book, and that was probably the most poignant book. And yeah, and I've told people to read it as well. But Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, as well. What Andy was saying about, you know, feeling the fear and doing it anyway, is take the power, and you know.
Wow, that's an incredible message. Reading and absorbing it, and then also taking that leap. Because again, to be, like you said, a self-proclaimed recluse, to make that decision to take that power, that really,
it wasn't planned either, you know.
It wasn't. So you just kind of threw yourself into the fire in that moment. An International Women's Day was the day. Wow. And you haven't looked back. That's incredible. That's an incredible moment.
I read that day. That day was my power. That day changed my whole life, because I swear, like, you know, I promise you that day changed my life. I'm still like, you know, it's not like, you know, I'm not walking on like clouds and stuff, but just to be able to, like, you know, I've told my story now, so now no one can tell me anything about it, because I'll put it out there. So do you know what I mean? It just changes it completely, and just the power. I took the power, you know. So yeah, and even using words that, because you know when you say words like, you know, some people don't like certain words, and like it's hard to say certain words. We go through things, but it's like, nah, man, why am I letting it hold that power? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna use that, you know. So yeah. Anyway, that's as well where I'm like, you know, you were saying before about the strength and that, because I've been through so many different things, and I don't want anyone to go through them, even sample them. Like, so, you know.
Anyway. That's why thank you so much for being yourself and being your voice, and being your ability to connect with so many people, because what you shared just now, even though you've shared it so many times through your art and through other messages, through other conversations, whether it's public or private, you are reaching out to somebody, because again, people don't know the power that you just gave them by saying, take your power back.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, I remember a poet one time said, a long time ago, I was reading like this thing, and it said something like, when you have wings, don't let no one clip your wings. You have to embrace them, because sometimes the people you think are supposed to be there to lift you up are the same people that would probably try to clip you, get your wings clipped before someone else, if that makes sense.
When you was talking as well, Andy, you were saying some things I can't remember, like, but I just had it in, but like, you know, you were saying about what other people are doing and how you feel like, you know, you should be doing in comparison to them and whatnot. Yeah, and this is another thing I share quite a lot, yeah, with like all of the platforms that I work on for over the past probably about 5 years now at least, yeah, like, because one of my OT workers said to me before, like, the only, like, well, this is where I told you that the only you should be doing is not thinking you should be doing anything, because, you know, as soon as you start, because that's what I kept doing, because of like what happened to me, like being the recluse, losing that time in my life, because I lost time in my life, yeah, that I can never get back, like, and so I'm like, oh, well, because I just came out of uni, I had my degree, all these things going for me, I was in all these galleries, I had everything going for me, and then like, boom, stuff happened, so I should be doing it, should be doing that. No, you should be denying what are you comparing yourself to. You know what I mean? You're doing this right now. This is happening right now. You want to do this. You're doing this. Like, you keep saying, should we do this? Got to do this. Change we know words are powerful. And like, back then, I weren't even doing poetry like this, yeah. Like, so like, so even when I do it stuff like, oh, I've got to do this. Nah, I want to do this. I'm going to do this. Like, you know, you should be doing anything apart from should be, not saying should. Just put that out there.
Amen.
Oh my gosh.
And as well, the mind works best like a parachute when it's open.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I'm very speechless right now. I have nothing else to say. Angela, come on, help me out here.
Of course, Andy. I mean, this again, that's why we honor these incredible artists, poets, creators, because they are the ones that are really sowing the seeds of healing, because we are a nation, and I'm talking globally, a nation of people who are in purgatory and suffering. And to hear what you said, you are at a place where you have accomplished, and then boom, things out of your control happen. Things that are out of our control happen to us on a daily basis, but you were able to take what you could control, which is yourself, and bring yourself out of what you needed to go through. And I know you sound, I want to say this though, and I hope this is taken in the way I'm hoping it's, because I spend a lot of time wasting when I'm reflecting, and it's because I'm suffering. And I want to say that the time you took was to find your voice here, and that it might feel like a waste, but I'm so happy because now we're all intercolliding right now, and this.
I love that, Angela. I love that. Thank you. I love that. I never thought of it like that. I never ever thought of it like that. Thank you. That's actually perfect.
Well, I waste a lot of time myself, Justar. So,
but that's what I mean. So you connect and you understand. As soon as you understand, like, you know, like when they told me I had PTSD, like I said, when they told me I had PTSD, because I was like, they told me I had PTSD. No, then like, after like 2 years, and I read these books, I was like, oh shit, I got PTSD. You know, literally, like, just, you know, and then I could manage it. Then I could move through it. Then I could work with it. Before that, I ain't even accepted it. I'm, you know what I mean? It's not even in my life because they told me. Like,
you had no idea. Yeah. And even so, like, even when somebody tells you something, it takes a while to see it sometimes. I absolutely agree with you on
knowledge is power, like 100. Knowledge is power, like, trust me, knowledge is power. Everything. Like, you know, it could be you could be 2 + 3. If you don't know the answer, you don't know what. Like, knowledge is power.
Absolutely. And you know what, I not to go down this route too, but like the number one step that we always have to get through is denial. And to me, denial is a very strong step to stay in. It's very easy to pretend that there's no pain in the back of my jaw because I'll just focus my attention over here, even though there's pain in the back of my jaw, because the denial is a very powerful drug.
Yeah. No, I get that. I think what it is, it's easy to put on that mask. If it makes sense, see, because I was a very depressed. I mean, I struggled with depression, but what I'm saying, like, you know, before I came to the Lord and all that, I was very angry. But you would have never known unless I would have talked about it. I was very aggressive. I was very like, I just want to kill myself or I want to kill somebody type thing. But I had to put on this mask, like, hey, what's up, guys? Yo, we chilling. Come on, let's go smoke or something. And it's like deep down inside, I was suffering in silence. You know, when you suffer in silence, it's hard. That shit is real.
That's what you were saying about, you think that, I came through it in different ways. I didn't, bro. Like, how much I broke too. That broke, you know what I mean, many times. And that's the reason why I can share. Be honest, like, I was in hospital for 8.5 weeks after trying to kill myself. Like, you know, and that's when they told me that all these other things and blah blah blah. But then, you know, all these things, you know, you just learn. Life's. I got problems to write about it now, innit, shit. But
yeah.
But
I hate that anyone's dealt with that. Like, I'm sorry they had to deal with that as well. Like,
absolutely. I think that comes from you, and that's why you are. So many people love you, respond to you. We were so honored to get you. You know what I mean, Justar, because you are a true international talent. Oh yeah. But this is your hour, honey. This is your hour.
Like, if you would have told me, listen, if back in 2020, if you would have told me that in 2023 we would be having a conversation with this and this platform is at where it's at and we're just building bread, you would have told me that, I would have thought you were crazy.
Yo,
like,
the fact that if I had been even mentioning the words that I'm telling you just so freely, like, you know what I mean? Like, trust me, I feel you. But it's growth, innit? It's growth.
Yeah. And I had to go through all the stuff. Trust me, I went through a lot with this platform before it was Unraveled Influence. And to look back now, I was like, you know what? It was worth all of this to get to this. That's the way I see it now. Before I was like, damn, I'm mad this happened, but no, I'm not mad about it. I'm like, okay, you know what? It was unfortunate, but you know what? I'm happy I went through all that because where I'm at today, what we're doing today, right now, we're going to be talking about this 20 years from now. We're going to be talking about today. And it's like, wow, I remember. And it's like,
who's watching this now and who's going to be affected by this in the right way and just, you know, or watches it later. Just that one second that might help somebody, like, boom.
Because people look at
and it's also available on Spotify, Google, Amazon, Apple, all these podcast outlets as well. So again, we're spreading the words of our, you know, life and poetry and stuff.
Doing art, innit?
It is.
Be in it.
but this is why, because again, when people interact with you, Justar, when people see you, we see you as this bright, bubbly persona that's larger than life. And again, for you to come into a place that said, listen, I'm where I couldn't, where I couldn't, get out of bed because I was so dark and I didn't understand where I was because bad things had happened to me. And now you are where you are now. And that took a lot of fucking courage, and it took a lot of fucking growth on your behalf. And for you to continue to live your art, be art. And again, you didn't choose it, it chose you, but to still not let things like traditional people that are supposed to guide you went on your own path, and we thank you for that, because again, you're connecting somebody out there that might be where you were back then, and now they're seeing.
Oh, I swear, Bridget, every day is a challenge. Every day is a challenge. Getting out of my bed every single day. Like, that's the thing I was going to say when you guys were talking about some stuff as well a little while ago. Like, I have the same struggles as everybody else, and that's why I do the platform too, because I'm not talking out my ass. Like, I live the same life every day. Like, I'm on my own. Like, where I live as well at the minute, like, I'm probably secluded and I'm on my own, yeah. And like, I say, look, my own mum and dad don't give a shit about me, so how am I going to believe anyone else if they even try to, yeah? And like, so I struggle every day, just to get out of bed, open the blinds. And that's why I said doing this platform and stuff, or doing what I do online, connecting with other people, it's not always about other people, like, because even though it is, but sometimes I joke with people because they're like, oh no, it's okay. I'm like, no, I'm doing it for me. I'm being selfish. Like, I want to do it, like, because it does help me. Why am I going to like put a face on it and come on the camera and like get out of bed if I ain't doing this? Do you know what I mean? Some days, do you know what I mean? Like, I need that. So, it's also helping other people helps yourself. It's a cycle. It's like productivity breeds productivity, inactivity breeds inactivity. Like, so you know what I mean?
You get what you give, and if you're giving out there, like you're
and not even with the intention of getting that back,
what
but
you
just
sow.
Sorry.
No,
you reap what you sow. It is like you said. I always believe in the whole, like I'm a house, or in this case, I'm gonna just go biblical question. Like, is the church is not the four walls? I am the church, and the people that come into your church are the part of your church in this case. Or I think about like a circle, and whoever's in your circle are the ones that closest to you. Whoever's around your circle, those are the ones you kind of have to like really be discerning about. Not that they're bad, not that they're good, but you don't know. But the ones that are really, really in your circle, those are the ones that you embrace the most. Because those are the real ones. Those are the ones that after the dust settles, they're always around.
The 5 people you spend the most time with, you take a bit of all of them in it. So whoever the 5 people you spend the most time with, you're a bit of them. But if you heard of the worry circle too, because you reminded me of the worry circle, it's like even though it's not the same thing, but like it impedes on your circle. Like, so if you got something in your circle that ain't good, like worry and anxiety, or like a person, and then they're taking over that space, then man, you don't need them in that circle. You get me? So I feel you.
Amen.
Right, well, so, I see the time. Shall I bust my last piece? Because we've been waffling, You should have known with me on the show.
I was gonna say, we're almost reaching towards the end. Do you have another piece you could read to us right now?
Yeah, man. Also, as well, like, just big up, guys. It's been a blessing since I met you guys. Like, it's been a vibes, and sorry I talk so much. Oh, Angela's left by accident, I think. So we have Angela.
She'll be fine. She'll be back, I don't know what happened, but you go ahead and do your thing. I got you.
All right, big up gang. I appreciate you guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, welcome. Boys and girls, stay home. It's way past your bedtime now anyway. Not ready for this Justar yet. Clowns, get changed. The circus ain't in town, gone till November. It's popping off, twisted balloons, bass booming, remixing bangers. Don't quote me. Jesters, juggling jokers, spinning plates like an octopus. Listen carefully. Keep acting like a pussy. You can be my new pet. No joke. I'll lead you. Now get back in your cage. Whipping back into shape. Flaming hoops. Squeezing squares through circles. Why are you so blue? No breaths left. Turning purple. Cancel performance. Fired monkeys. Ain't nobody got time for this. Broke clock. Roll is a dope. Tick tock. Now, can you stop going bananas? Sit down, fannies. Killing my vibe. It's ludicrous. Block view. Restricted vision. Now move, bitch. Get out of my way. Be alright. Roll out. See, I ain't got no time for games, and I ain't got no time for lames. How you loving my southern slang? United Kingdom things going in. You can call me queen for short now. Bow down and kiss my ring. I do what in it. Lost my one true love. Missed my mojo. Too busy dealing with mofos. Beating my brain down. Keeping me awake until it's beat to breaking. Cracking up. Stitching Zeds. Gotta try catch him. In between counting sheeple. One too many to count to. Distracting. Struggling to pick my head up from the pillow. Still avoiding them pills though. Battling the balancing act of looking up when my head keeps falling down low, spiraling out of control, anxiety at the realms, raining, killing dreams, wasting storage space, ignorant astronauts, blinded by the stars, can see the whole world in one view, but can't view the world for this one. Oh, I can hear myself echoing now, it just started. Notice the flag. First steps taken, must be a conspiracy, because I can see. Can you hear me echoing, guys? Sorry.
I'm on mute.
And
yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Don't know what happened.
Yeah, it was fine. I just started hearing myself echo back. It was like, put me off. I can still hear it. Oh, so weird. It was fine a minute ago.
Okay, but were you able to wait? Yeah, okay. I don't know what happened. Sorry, just start.
Right,
wait, did you finish your piece
no.
or no? I don't know what happened because somewhere now your volume went down.
Oh. Oh, I didn't.
I hear you, but you're just very low now, so I don't know what happened.
Oh, that's very strange. All I can hear is myself repeating back.
Go ahead, keep.
Shall I leave and come back, or?
No, if you want, yeah, go in and out. Yeah, just leave it and come back quick. I got you.
Okay.
No,
all right.
no big deal.
I was gonna say the devil is a liar.
Andy,
He tried.
it might be you on your end because I'm hearing.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Me too.
Yo, sorry, what happened there? I just kept hearing myself echo back. Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's still echoing now.
You still hear it, or you good now? Oh, Instagram's acting up now, conveniently.
No stress. Yeah, I can hear myself again.
All right, go ahead, do your thing.
All right. And I can still hear myself, so I can't do it when I hear myself twice. I don't like the sound of my own voice. All right.
What about now?
Hello. Okay, yeah. All right. Where should I go back from? The bit where...
Start over. Let's start over.
Yeah, you might as well start over.
Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, welcome. Boys and girls, stay home. It's way past your bedtime now anyway. Not ready for this Justar yet. Clowns get changed. The circus ain't in town. Gone till November. It's popping off. Twisted balloons, bass booming, remixing bangers. Don't quote me. Jesters, juggling jokers, spinning plates like an octopus. Listen carefully. Keep acting like a pussy. You can be my new pet. No joke. I'll lead you. Now get back in your cage. Whipping back into shape. Flaming hoops. Squeezing squares through circles. Why you so blue? No breaths left. Turning purple. Cancel performance. Fired monkeys. Ain't nobody got time for this. Broke clock. Rollies at the TikTok. Now, can you stop going bananas? Sit down, fannies. Killing my vibe. It's ludicrous. Block view. Restricted vision now. Move, bitch. Get out of my way. Be alright. Roll out. See, I ain't got no time for games. I ain't got no time for lames. How you loving my southern slang? United Kingdom things guanin. You can call me queen for sure. Now, bow down and kiss my ring. I do what in it? Lost my one true love. Missed my mojo. Too busy dealing with mofos. Beating my brain down. Keeping me awake until it's beat to breaking. Cracking up. Stitching Zeds. Gotta try to catch him in between counting sheeple. One too many to count to. Distracting. Struggling to pick my head up from the pillow. Still avoiding them pills though. Battling the balancing act of looking up when my head keeps falling down low. Spiraling out of control. Anxiety at the realms. Raining. Killing dreams. Wasting storage space. Ignorant astronauts blinded by the stars. Can see the whole world in one view but can't view the world for this one. Notice the flag. First steps taken. Must be a conspiracy because I can see. No one's paying attention. Only the ones hating, not the one I see. Standing to attention for no reason, I swear. Words, dictionary, defining, definition, definitely. They're all equal. Powered by your thoughts, can't be to blame. Imagine if you tried. For Soros, blinking and breathing is a daily mission. Number one, main up, blocked and aim. Don't test this sight. The world is already against us. Time we change team. So used to the rain, don't even notice when it stops pouring. Just a juicy apple. Stop sniping. Clearly a sin biting down, still hanging on pick. Rotten fruit, chewed, screwed, mislabeled. Before you get all excited about this low-hanging fruit, be sure you're under the right tree. Also, don't let me be misunderstood. Esta niña sigue intentando. Adding 2 plus 2 in a broken screen, it don't equal 10 no. Can't see clearly. Calculate again. Stop playing, this ain't no game. Under the thumb controller, ain't no Nintendo. Got the receipts, check me, mate. Still waiting for the refund. Numbers ain't matching. Lo siento, lost silence, yo, hello, hi. Busting through the speakers, big nasty style. Konnichiwa, it is going down. 2.0, check the remix, better version, envisioning different things. UK presents, spitting facts, wrapping up my feelings, recording history, learning ABC from a different perspective, reviewing the bigger picture correctly, things align in a certain way. There's a reason I comes before you in the alphabet, straight down like a middle parting. See, this alpha amigo always studying. Oh, me go before you go. Keep forgetting my feelings, keep getting told what I feel within. Don't tell me not to push the red button. I've already been clicking, this shit's broken. Don't push me because I'll push it real good every season. Can't recreate this seasoning. Too many cooks in the kitchen. You'll never make the menu. Extra spicy, I see why. Empty pallets, soulless plates. Going so hard, got you checking in between your legs. We ain't playing. Poets in the playground, keeping it creative. Glove on, glove off. Slapping you with style, smacking lips, spitting real shit. Slamming lyrics in the forefront or backhand. However do you want it. Back to life, back to reality. No wonder you're looking down on me. Who put you on that pedestal? Unemployed, so why are you working my nerves? You think you're shining, but I don't see a thing. Assuming you're clever because you mastered the art of contour, can't control the color of a character, make up a personality. Imitation is the biggest form of flattery. Stop balling, it don't suit your team. Mismatched milk cartons, don't recognize your image. Just gotta picture it. The police can't find you. Keep taking shots. What angle do you want? I'm a grown woman. Wagwan, try again. I'll give you 3 strikes. Mix with a bit of Remy. Salt and pepper, some Mary. Missy, Eve, and Lil Kim. Rah, digger, getting lit. Put your lighters up. Just start reflecting. Creative souls connecting. Lego, stick together. No time for plastic, Barbie doll. Stop playing with the big kids. Speeding with no whip. Driving you crazy. Hot like a fever. Sicker than COVID. Like workers working. Brightening the path. Glowing, shining treasure. Mapping tunnels through the darkness. Saw the jig, seeking completeness. All in pieces and you still puzzled. I'll be blending a beautiful image, bigger picture completion. Let's complete each other rather than compete with each other. Cleaning up this pigsty, sweating like a pig. Unincluded, stuck playing piggy in the middle. Back on the grind. Only putting myself in positions to win. I've lost enough already. Might be bad, but all I'm doing is good. Only person that ever truly lost was me. Searching to find out how she feels again. Life be trying, so gotta keep trying. It's lifing. Sometimes I wish I could still move in silence. Been praying for better days and denied God's blessings. Shut up. Got the game on lock, no key. Express yourself. Bible. Scream, shout, create in it. Refuse to be silenced ever again. You might not hear me catch a word or understand a syllable, but I believe I vow to speak. So much to say, be speaking in my sleep, talking in tongues. Tell my story regardless if no one reads it. Still miss a seeing the hardback cover glistening. Reclaiming unwritten pages, missed documents. Day-to-day things seem to stay the same, and all of a sudden everything's changed. Fist to draw, old school motions, improving my movements. God bless me this way, so receive your blessings. Sending vibes as always. I don't bother you, so don't bother me. People talking crazy loud, but when I pull up the rhythm, it's silent. Pin drops. Poking holes. Pricks. If you're a sucker, don't be surprised if you get lit. Run it back. Pin drop. Can't hear these pricks. Piercing. Voodoo. Too quick. Hit you with that again. Whiplash. Counteract your hex with blessings. Don't be trying to play with me. You think we're cool, but you're really a fan. What's your name again, cuzzy? Nah, you're not my fam, homie. You don't know me. Don't care who was doing better than me. Justar know I'm better than me last year. Can count the number of people I trust on one finger. Want everybody to win. We all equal. Adults don't listen. The kids here. No children should be seen and not heard when they've just listened to every single word. Learn your actions, don't mimic your talk. Treated like second-class citizens. Mini-me's, actual humans being missed. Our future needs the most attention. Focus on what's important. Ignorance is a sickness. Get well soon. Dictum is a real thing. When you act like a dick, then play the victim. I've got nothing to hide. Exposed MJ without the glove. Man in the mirror. Moving to the same beat, walking backwards like this song is on repeat. Broken record. I've heard it all before. Whatever the weather, sunshine and sun, I'm still hearing lies. Boy, oh boy, don't take it personal. It's hard not to sitting up in my room. Day to day with you, it's always something else. Working my nerve, God knows that I don't deserve for you to come up with another lame excuse. See, I heard it all before, but you never heard a fucking word. Music, medication, ultimate remedy, battling the beast, saboteurs growling. Keep poking, dogging, Wonder why a bitch bites. Beating this bullshit, bullying a china shop, smashing the place up, matching the rhythm to the sound you keep banging. That drum gives me the worst fucking headache. Repeating a lie doesn't make it correct. Real talk, trust, screaming facts, silent words, shouting, misinterpreted, misinterpretations. Miss, is she interpreting? I can't hear a thing. Nothing makes sense. Language barrier. Sack the translator. Switching blessings with swear words. What the Bible? Am I speaking too fast or are you listening too slow?
Woo!
Wow. My favorite part of that poem when she said ignorance is a sickness. Like,
get well soon.
Yo.
I was going really fast because I know the time and I was sweating my body off. Yo, this hair keeps you hot, Bridget. Sorry.
I love it.
That's all good. Listen, I lost all. Oh, wait, you can't even see me. I already lost all my hair, so I got nothing.
This is just a wig look.
But, oh my God. No, I love that. Ignorance is a sickness. I'm probably gonna write a piece called that now because of you. Like, that is, I love that line. Really caught my eye. That really
Well, but dictum is a real thing. Act like a dick and play the victim. That's following that.
And that's what it is too. Like, you hurt me or you disrespected me, but you're the wrong. I'm the one that's wrong. How? Like, how does that even work? I never understood that mentality. I'm wrong, but yeah, you're the one that pissed me off. Like, what? Like, I don't understand that. Like, at work, I deal with like shoplifters and stuff. Like, oh, but why you treat me like a criminal? I'm like, wait, I tell you you need to leave the store, and and I'm wrong for telling you to leave the store. You're about to.
How dare you catch them shoplifting?
Like, what? It makes no sense. But yeah, well, you know. But I love that. That line really stuck to me. I think I'm gonna write a piece called "Ignorance is Sickness." I love it.
Get well soon.
You just inspired me right now. So
thank you guys. You know, I love you guys. Thank you for your time. I know it's a long one, and yeah, I know I spoke like that at the end, but yeah, hopefully you understand some of it. If not, you're listening too close.
So yeah, no. Thank you for being a part of this with us. And I was gonna ask before we end, do you have any final thoughts?
I've just been vibing. I love the open conversation. You know, since I met you guys, I've always vibed with you, and I'm grateful to be on the platform and for you guys having the platform, because I'm sure I'm not the only person that feels how I do. And thank you. Keep being you. You know, it's a blessing, and I'm glad that we've done this, and I know that we're going to be doing more. So, you know, hold up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're doing it. Rainy as well, man. Because that's my home. You know, obviously, Origin full platform. You know, that's my thing too.
Yeah, so I mean, in case you're just joining us, I made the announcement earlier, guys, that Origin of Thought and Unraveled Influence are putting our open mics together. So now Rainer's gonna be on Origin of Thought, and I'm gonna be joining him as the co-host on the Unraveled page together. So we pretty much merged our open mics, which is gonna be one big giant party. So I just want to say thank you, Valerie, for just, you know,
Valerie,
thank you, Valerie, for saying yes, and thank you, Rainer, for agreeing, and let's just make this movement happen. So
you two should come on my show, man.
Like,
you know what I mean? Well, I need been there a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like, probably on my show. I'm booked up for a while still as well, but you know, because I don't like to always have features every week because, you know, it's too strict. I like to just vibe, but you know, let's talk.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Look, Queenie, we're right in the building. That was my one for last week. Gang, Sister Queen. But yeah, thank you. I know you can go. I'll see you. I'll come follow you. I'll talk to you. I'll be right with you.